Okay, so I'm Julie Cullen from the Music Week, and today we're at the Thomas Williams Gallery on Old Bond Street in London, and I'm delighted to say that we're joined by Paul Simonon. We're here to talk about your paintings, your new exhibition. Obviously, lots of Six Music listeners know you for your music rather than your art. So how did that transition come about?
Well, I started painting when I was a baby. When I was in the cot, I remember that first paintbrush. No, honestly, when I was a baby, from then on, I always painted. And so it was never far away. Even in the period during the Clash, I was still had my hand in, not so much painting, but more directional insofar as backdrops and artwork and the visual look of the Clash, every aspect down to a pair of boots or a pair of trousers to whatever, you know.
Okay, well, let's talk a bit about the paintings themselves. Let's kick off by talking about this one. First of all, just describe to us where it is and how come you were inspired to start painting bullfighting?
It's in Madrid and it's called Los Ventos, and it's the main bull ring in Madrid. And outside there's a statue of Alexander Fleming, who discovered penicillin. And the statue outside has 3 matadors doffing their hat to Mr. Fleming, because since Fleming discovered penicillin, the fatalities of matadors dramatically dropped.
Can you see any similarities between musicians and matadors?
Well, there's a bit of bravado sort of strutting that goes on, of course, you know, but it's not a life and death experience.
Are you sure about that?
Well, it depends.
Maybe not for you.
No, maybe not for me, but I suppose insofar as the intensity is something that was definitely part of the Clash, and sort of almost manic passion about what we were doing, and I think that's probably the same in this situation with these individuals.
Should we talk about some of the other paintings?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. So is this Spanish egg and bacon or is it British egg and bacon?
That is English bacon and eggs. The only thing that is difficult is painting this picture is I was really starving and I made bacon and eggs. I was looking at it, I thought, God, it looks so delicious. And then it crossed my mind, I thought, actually, you know what, it might be quite good as a painting. So I just got the paints and started painting bacon and egg and watching it going cold, which is really hard when you're starving. And then another time I thought, well, I'll do another one. And this time I'll eat it first and then cook it. But the painting didn't come out as good, so I realised it's better to be sort of starving and have that edge, and then knock out another egg and bacon.
When you first started painting, obviously the Clash had split up some years before. I mean, how did you get back into it?
Well, as I said, I never really left it behind, and I was sort of fortunate because I had something like that there, whereas maybe Mick and Joe, you know, they just had their music. I stopped doing music completely, and I felt I didn't really want to sort of straddle 2 areas of world music and then a bit of painting into music. I just felt I needed to really just focus completely on the painting, let the painting get to a point to stand up for itself. That being said, I have recently done some music with Damon Albarn, so but I think that's quite good because it's like we do 2 weeks rehearsing and then 2 weeks I'll be painting and then a couple of days music and then 2 weeks painting. So it was just a one-off project.
Well, you say that, but apparently The Good, the Bad and the Queen are coming back for Rock Against Racism, aren't
Yeah,
they?
well, we are, but the project's not going to be another record. There might be another record, but it won't be The Good, the Bad and the Queen. That's finished as such. I mean, you say Good, the Bad and the Queen, as has been said before, we don't have a name.
No.
I know it's confusing. It is.
Listen, very best of luck with the exhibition.
Thanks very much.
Very beautiful paintings, and thanks for talking to us.
Thanks.